Hi everyone, Artur from vlayer here. In this video, I would like to quickly summarize what happened on ETHGlobal Prague. As you may know, vlayer was part of this hackathon as a sponsor of bounties. And to be honest, we were astonished with the quality of the projects that were built on vlayer. We received 49 submissions and 5 out of 10 official finalists were built with vlayer. The most popular feature were, of course, web proofs. Web proofs are super powerful concept, also known as zk-TLS, that allows you to extract private web data and verify them on-chain or in your backend. Next most popular features were email proofs, which allow you to generate zero-knowledge proof out of email message and then verify it on-chain in your smart contracts. And finally, teleport, which allows you to jump from one chain to another, also using zero-knowledge proofs. Now probably you are curious what hackers built during this hackathon. So let's take a look on my favorite projects that were using vlayer during the hackathon. First project that I would like to highlight is 0x Collateral. Here hackers used our vlayer server-side web proofs to notarize responses from Stripe APIs. In that case, what you can do is you can pre-authorize credit card spending and use it as a collateral for Web3 lendings. So for example, as long as we trust Stripe server, we can make API call that is pre-authorizing credit card spending. And then we can do another call that confirms that actually this particular user with the specific wallet address, which is passed as a metadata to the API, is having credit card with some spending. And then the server-side web proof is generated out of response from Stripe API. In the next step, such web proof is turned into zero-knowledge proof that can be verified on-chain. And as long as the zero-knowledge proof is valid, then the other on-chain activities can be triggered, which in that case was actually allowing a lend inside the Web3 protocol. I think it's a very smart combination of traditional Web2 APIs with smart contracts and Web3 applications. Second very interesting project was Grass. And this time Grass used web proofs, but in the browser form. So here hackers decided to build a fitness verification platform that uses vlayer web proofs for proving health records from Garmin platform. So as you may know, all the smartwatches like Garmin, they have a cloud platform in which you can aggregate certain metrics about your health. And then people can verify these metrics, take them out of Garmin Connect platform, turn it into zero-knowledge proof that can be verified on-chain. Such metrics can give you access to the communities that are built around healthy habits. So for example, if you are running a lot, you can join a community of runners only if you verify your metrics from Garmin platform. That way, it's very easy to organize community around shared goals and even allow users to place some social bets on their friends' training targets. So for example, you can do some challenges that if you will not run a certain distance over the weekend, then you are losing the bet with your friend or your community. Next project that I would like to highlight is Across, an optimistic ZK bridge that is using vlayer teleport. So for example, here we have input blockchain, and if you would like to move your ERC20 assets from one blockchain to another, then you can request that from Relayer. And then Relayer is accepting you that ERC20 on one chain and send it to you independently on the second chain. And of course, the problem with the bridge is what happens if somebody misbehaves. So for example, if these funds are not delivered to you, never. And it turns out that here, Jordan, the author of the project, come up with the solution that we can use a vlayer teleport proofs to prove misbehavior of Relayer and, for example, punish it for wrongdoing by slashing Relayer tokens. I think it's a very smart usage of teleport. And if you are curious about how this works, you can check the code of this price in the description to that video. Another very interesting project that I would like to highlight is Karma Proof, which allow you to turn real-world public goods into on-chain proof and rewards. So let's say you supported some NGO or some well-known organization like Wikipedia. Usually in the form of confirmation, you can receive email that states that your donation was processed and that they are thanking you for that. Thanks to vlayer email proofs, we can take EML file that represents the certain donation and contains signatures by mail server that send that email and turn that into zero knowledge proof that can be verified on-chain. So what you can do some assertions about the email message. So from where it was sent, what is the subject, what's the body containing. And then if your assertions are met, we are generating a valid zero knowledge proof that can be exchanged for some on-chain action. So either we can mint an NFT, like in that situation, or just grant you some ERC20 or some other token to reward your donation. I really like the project Karma Proof for their execution. They had a really nice UI, and it was even combined with Block Scout project called Merits. I think everybody has some interesting emails that can be turned into something that lives on-chain. And I think that's all that I prepared for that video. Of course, there were many more interesting projects that built on top of vlayer. One that I especially remembered was vgrant that used vlayer web proofs to prove that you own certain GitHub profile in order to place grants on the pull requests. So whenever the pull request was merged, then the author of it can receive some bounty also based on web proofs. So you are able to use vlayer web proofs for proving that you own certain GitHub profile, and then that you actually performed some merge requests, so you are eligible for claiming some bounty. And from that place, I would like to thank you to all builders that decided to use vlayer on the ETHGlobal Prague. We are super grateful for your vibes, your curiosity, every question, every bug, every feedback that you reported to us. The quality of what you shipped was unreal. And I wish we could have handed more prizes to more teams. If you would like to try vlayer yourself, I would like to invite you to our docs. Just start coding, and whenever you have any questions, just go to our Discord, tag me and ask, and I'm here to help. See you on the next video on this channel or on the next hackathon.